Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on. That's a great cup of coffee. That really is a good basic cup of coffee. Yeah, we've got the original 8 o'clock coffee this morning. Boy, this is a really nice cup of coffee. And we also brewed it with the AeroPress this morning. Again, thanks to Rodney Ripplinger. Just a terrific way to brew coffee. I'll have a link below if you're interested. I really enjoy using this AeroPress. Absolutely fantastic. And of course, the mug came from my niece Kelly. This is my Ohio mug, kind of a campside kind of mug under the stars, the state of Ohio, pine trees, that sort of thing. Yeah, I really like this mug. It's ceramic, but it has that metallic tin cup kind of look. Absolutely fantastic. And did you see the video this past Friday of me and Cinder and Rue, a shave on the road where I was dog sitting for my brother Tom and his wife Lori. And I was dog sitting the dogs over the weekend. And Cinder, beautiful Newfoundland. Really, just a really wonderful dog. Just a really friendly disposition. She is just so laid back and kind and gentle and listens really well. And just a real pleasure to keep an eye on her and watch her over the weekend. Really terrific. And then Rue, and this is what jogged my memory because my niece Kelly gave me the mug. Well, Rue belongs to my nieces Bryn and Kelly, and so the family went away for the weekend. So they brought their dog over to Tom and Lori's place, and I watched both dogs for the weekend. And Rue is great. She's just another really sweet dog. Just a lot of energy, and she suffers from FOMO, fear of missing out. So she's got to know what's going on anywhere in the house at any minute. And she followed me all over the house. She was my buddy. She was with me all the time. So if you saw the shave, you saw that she was sitting in the hallway. That's why I left the door open, because otherwise she would be wanting to get in. So as long as she sees me and knows where I'm at, she's okay. And just a great shave and just a great time watching the dog. So if you haven't seen that, check it out from this past Friday. Just a couple of really great dogs. And I told my brother I had such a great time dog sitting, and I'd be more than happy to do it again. Absolutely fantastic. Well, how you doing this morning? Great to see you again. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me, as we like to say, a good trusty mug. Wait a minute, what do we say? Yeah, here it is. A good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. Hey, if you're taking me on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate it. We got a great show this morning. We got some really great comments and refill. We've got some wonderful new wet shaving gear to show you. Big announcement on one particular item. Some other items finally arrived. I'm going to show those to you. Really excited about new wet shaving gear, so stay tuned for that. Got some nice questions and comments. Wow, just got a great show. And you know what? Without further ado, let's kick it off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. This morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Darren McGinnis. And Darren writes, "Hi Mark, really enjoy the content on the channel, keep it up. Also, the podcast is brilliant as I can listen when I'm out walking in the evening, as I don't always get the chance to watch the videos on YouTube." Hey Darren, thanks very much for mentioning that. I really do appreciate it. Glad you were able to tune in the podcast, and thanks very much for the kind words. He continues, "My shaving tip is for after the shave to reduce the burn sensation that sometimes happen if it's been an aggressive shave, or sometimes if a certain splash gives you a burn sensation on the skin when applying the aftershave. I follow the below routine if I'm using a certain splash or if I feel the shave has been aggressive." And here are his steps. Wet the face and apply alum block. Rinse face with very cold water, then dry with towel. Now, instead of applying aftershave, I clean my razor, brush, and bowl, then dry and put away. Now, I apply aftershave on my hands and I rub them together for about 10 seconds, then apply to my face. I find that taking that extra bit of time lets the face calm down. And when applying the splash, there is no burn or very little. Then apply balm. Keep up the great work. Regards, Darren. Hey, Darren, thanks very, very much for this. A lot of viewers have always asked me, how do I use an alum block? And I just have a very, very simple procedure that I tell them. I wet the block, I rub it on my face, I let it set up for about 30 seconds and apply my balm. Or I'll apply the alum block and then I'll rinse and then apply my splash or balm, that sort of thing. And what you have here, listed here, is a really, really good informative routine. So for those of you out there who are trying to figure out how best to use an alum block, this looks like a really, really good routine to try. So Darren, thanks very, very much for sending it along. Very informative, and I think a lot of viewers will benefit from it. Thank you so very, very much. And to say thank you, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would also like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it on the morning shaving tip segment here on the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So Darren, thanks again for the great shaving tip. Really do appreciate it. Well, we have an extra shaving tip this morning, and it comes from viewer William Meredith. Now, this is in regards to shaving under the nose with the Alpha Ecliptic. Last week, we had a viewer ask how I shaved under the nose with the Alpha Ecliptic, and you can see this slant is, the razor head is really very, very unique. One side is taller than the other side, and I was saying that I usually turn this razor 90 degrees for an east to west pass, and I am able to get underneath my nostril that way because I wasn't really able to get under the nose on a north to south pass. Well, William Meredith came up with a very, very good technique for this, shaving underneath the nose with during a north to south pass. And he wrote, "Hello, Mark. After using the Alpha Ecliptic for over a week now, I have found I can shave closely under my nose in a north to south pass by placing the thin end of the razor head under my nose, by placing the thin end alongside the septum and the fat end under the nostril and lifting up the nostril. I can shave almost all the hair under my nose on first pass." Now, I want him to clarify what he meant by thin and fat, that sort of thing. And I wrote back and said, so the peaked end, right here, the peaked end is alongside the nose and not under the nostril, correct? And he wrote back and said, yes, thin end in, fat end out. Now, what he meant by fat end, he's talking about the tall end here, the peaked end, and the thin end is the shorter end right here. As you can see on screen right here, and as he shows in the photo. The thin end along the septum and fat end out just under to the outside of the nostril. With the nostril elevated, you can get good clearance and trim out most of the growth just using short strokes. And he goes on to say, please do use the email and photo. Thank you, William Meredith. William, thank you very, very much. So for those of you who have the Alpha Ecliptic Slant from Phoenix Shaving, which is an absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor. I love this razor. For those of you who have it, there's a really, really great technique on how to shave underneath the nose, underneath the nostrils, north to south. That's an absolutely great, great technique. I am going to try it myself. Thank you very much, William. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, this morning we have a shave den visit of sorts. This comes from Rodney Ripplinger, and he writes, "Hi, Mark. My pottery acquisitions for the week. One from a good guy and the other from Goodwill. You guess which is which. They go nice together, don't you think? The mug just fits the AeroPress exactly. Yeah, as you can see on the left, that is the lathering bowl, the shaving bowl from Paul Gruner Pottery. Here's the one I received from viewer Jimmy V. I love this shaving bowl. Absolutely fantastic. Fits very, very nicely into the hand. And of course, in the email, Rodney says that he received one from a good guy, one from Goodwill. Of course, the coffee mug came from Goodwill, and the lathering bowl, the shaving bowl, came from a good guy, Paul Gruner. And the reason why he says good guy is because he continues in a follow-up email. Paul sent me an email through his Etsy site. The color combination I ordered had something go wrong with it in the firing. So I had the choice of waiting until another was made, getting one with a brush holder in the color I ordered at no extra charge, or a choice between 3 of the model I ordered in different colors. So I chose the one in the picture. Turns out the one in the picture was the color I really wanted in the first place. Yeah, Paul Gruner, very, very accommodating. Great to hear, Rodney. Thanks so very, very much for confirming what a great guy Paul is. And he does make an absolutely great lathering bowl. I will link to his site so you can check out this lathering bowl from him. It is really, really wonderful. And of course, because of viewers, I've turned into a bowl latherer. I think it all started with the Starry Night lathering bowl from Beth Jones. This is also available on Etsy, and I will link to this one as well. Thank you very much, Beth. This is another really, really great lathering bowl. Now, they all have their strengths. I would say that the Paul Gruner lathering bowl, shaving bowl, I think the main strength here is this lip that curls around. It really, really holds the lather in there, and it has a nice textured interior. The Starry Night lathering bowl, its strength is it has a terrific base to which you can grab a hold of and get a really, really good firm grip of it, and then just take your brush and build your lather. But it also has these nice smooth bumps on the interior, really, really nice smooth texture, and it whips lather up in seconds. I am not kidding you. This is really, really an effective lathering bowl. Starry Night lathering bowl, available on Etsy. I will definitely have the link for you on that one. Thank you again, Beth Jones. And Bill Murphy sent along the Shave Nation lathering bowl. He really likes it a lot because it has this little pocket right here in the base. Can you see that little pocket right there? And you just take a little bit of your shaving soap, put it in the pocket there, and even though it is smooth, you're able to whip up this great lather because as you're whipping up the soap into a lather on the sides of the bowl, you can then move the brush back into that pocket, pick up a little more soap, and continue to build a lather even more. Really amazing, effective method or design for a lathering bowl to build a lather. And of course, the base here also acts as a really terrific handle. This is also a terrific lathering bowl. So I would say these three have definitely turned me into a bowl latherer. So my thanks to Bill Murphy, Beth Jones, and Jimmy V. Thank you very much. And Rodney, thanks very much for sharing your pottery acquisitions with us. Really do appreciate it. Also, thanks very much for letting us know what a wonderful Etsy seller Paul Gruner is and how accommodating he is to the wet shaving customer out there. Rodney, thanks very much. Really do appreciate it. Well, as viewer Darren McGinnis mentioned earlier in the show, the Monday Morning Mailbag is available as a podcast. That's right. You can find the Monday Morning Mailbag as a podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Google Podcasts. Simply search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag will come up as a podcast, as well as our other podcast called Second Cup. So just search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as the Second Cup podcast, will come right up. Thanks again, Darren, for the reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is available as a podcast. Well, we're getting ever closer to 9,000 subscribers, so here's an update on the 9,000 subscriber prize package giveaway. Or should I say prize packages? Because last week we announced that we had a first prize, a second prize, and a third prize, all due to the generosity of the viewers out there. Well, Robert Fagan sent in something that is going to allow us to have a fourth prize. Now, you may recall that Alex Lopez sent in a number of items. Alex, thank you very, very much. And we were left with this razor right here, this Fagan long-handled razor, all by itself. And I was saying that it would be nice if I could pair it up with something else and we could get a fourth prize. Well, viewer Robert Fagan very, very kindly sent in blade samplers. Look at all the blade samples he has right here that he has sent in. Absolutely wonderful. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some razor blades and we're going to put together some blade samplers for second prize, third prize, and also with this razor for a fourth prize. I'm thinking probably 15 blades each. 15 blades for the second prize package, 15 blades for the third prize package, and then 15 blades for the fourth prize, which will be this razor and 15 blades from the blade sampler. So thank you very, very much, Robert. Really, really do appreciate the very, very generous donation of blade samplers. And there are a lot here. So there's going to be more than enough to for the third prize, the second prize, and now the fourth prize. So my thanks again to Alex Lopez and Robert Fagan. Thank you very, very much, gentlemen. And thanks again to everyone who contributed. And that includes Alex Lopez, Beth Jones, Mark Bagwell, Mark Williams, Brian Foley, Charlie Weiss, Shannon Soaps, Maggot Razors, the Ohio Wet Shavers Meetup, and James German. Really, thanks to everyone who is making these 4 prize packages available when we reach 9,000 subscribers. And my thanks to all the viewers out there for your support of this channel. Thank you for sharing, subscribing, liking, commenting, and your generous contributions. Thank you all very, very much. And again, Robert, thank you again for the wonderful blade samplers, making a fourth prize possible. Now, the field of play could change again. We might get something else in that adds to the prize packages. I don't know, but right now it looks like we're going to have 4 prizes right now. And again, my thanks to everyone. Really do appreciate it, folks. Well, you know, coffee's getting low, that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. The 8 o'clock coffee really is terrific, and it works really, really nicely in the AeroPress. Hang on a minute. Yeah, absolutely wonderful, wonderful cup of coffee. And you know what? Before I forget, when I was dog sitting, Tom and Lori's place, they have a gadget there. It's called the Bevel Soft Top Pure Countertop Electric Kettle in brushed stainless steel. It heats water almost instantly. It's absolutely fabulous. And I also happen to find a brand new jar of Medaglia d'Oro espresso style instant coffee. So I use that electric kettle and some of the Medaglia d'Oro espresso, and I got a really, really satisfying cup of coffee. The espresso style instant coffee from Medaglia d'Oro, very, very good. I was very, very surprised. But the Bevel electric kettle was terrific, and I'm thinking about getting one and adding it to my kitchen because it would work wonderfully well with the AeroPress. Right now, I'm using an old kettle on the stovetop, turning on the stove and that sort of thing. But I think this electric kettle is made for the AeroPress. So I just wanted to pass those on to you if you're looking for an electric kettle. This one was really, really very, very good. And the Medaglia d'Oro espresso style instant coffee was also very, very good. All right, so let's get to some of these refill topics. Hey, Mark Bagwell checked in, and this goes along with the extra shaving tip of shaving under the nose. And he wrote, shaving under the nose with a large head razor. Simple. Use your other hand and push up on your nose, sort of like making a pig nose. And now you can shave comfortably under the nose with any razor. Hope this helps. Yeah, it really is simple. And, it's kind of obvious too. It's just that when I shave, I don't shave with my opposing hand. I don't stretch my skin with my opposing hand, my opposite hand. So I guess it just didn't register with me that would be a good method. So Mark, thanks very much for passing that along. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Robert Fagan checked in again and he wrote, "Hey Mark, great Monday morning mailbag. I also say, boom, lather. I also do first pass done, let's rinse." It's just ingrained in me now every time I shave. Well, thanks very much for that, Robert. I am very, very flattered by that. Really appreciate you passing that along. He also continues here, "I love Kai razor blades. They're one of, if not my favorite. That F400 brush looks like it'd be great for lathering legs. Apparently there's a brush with a 72 millimeter knot. I can't remember the name, but I'd imagine lathering to be almost impossible. You'd have to use a bucket. Just wondering if Guess the Shave Soap will be making a return. They were always great fun. Also, if it's possible, an idea would be to do a video of the viewer morning shaving tips, having just a bunch of tips in the one video. Be easier for people that are starting out to get some amazing tips. Just a thought." Robert, first of all, that is an absolutely fantastic idea of putting together all those shaving tips. It's going to take me a little while to kind of compile all those little video clips and edit them together, but I think that's probably the approach I want to use. Fantastic idea, and I'm going to start working on it. And hopefully, little by little, I can put it together, a little bit here, a little bit there. That's kind of what I'm thinking the approach will be. But yeah, absolutely fantastic idea. So thanks very much for that. And in regarding to Guess the Shave Soap, yeah, I want to bring that back as well. I have some more soaps from which to choose. So yeah, that was a lot of fun too. I really do appreciate that. So hopefully my schedule will allow me to do that extra video and post it on a Saturday or maybe even a Sunday. Guess the Shave Soap. Yeah, I agree. Those were a lot of fun. So thanks very much for that. And that 72 millimeter brush knot, that sounds amazing. Wow. If anyone out there knows the particular brush that Robert is referring to, a brand name or a link, let us know in the comments below. So Robert, thanks very much for that. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Mike H checked in. "Hi Mark, great Monday morning mailbag. Thank you. A wide range of topics and helpful tips as always. I'm a longtime Kai razor blade user, and despite the very seldom dud in a tuck of blades, I am always pleased by the consistently sharp edge and smooth feel of this blade. But I think, as you pointed out, this is definitely a your mileage may vary type of situation. An individual's face ultimately needs to be the final judge as to whether or not a particular shaving product works for them or not, which is completely fair and understandable. Well, I hope you have a great start to the week. Be safe and be well. Best regards as always, Mark." And that comes from Mike H. Mike, yeah, thanks very much for the comments. Robert and Mike both commenting on the Kai razor blades because we received a comment last week from a viewer who said that the blade, they didn't think the blade was all that great. And yeah, it is a your mileage may vary kind of thing, but I'm in agreement with Mike and Robert. I love the Kai blades. I got a really fantastic shave with them. And I've got a few laying around here, and I'm assuming the sampler pack, where'd the sampler pack go? Oh, I put it over there with the other prizes. Those sampler packs that Robert Fagan passed along, I'm assuming the Kai blades are going to be in there too. So yeah, I'll look through those and I'll make sure to put a Kai blade or two in each of those prize packages so that if you win, you can try a Kai blade if you've never tried them before. So thanks again, Mike. Really do appreciate that comment. Patrick Robluski wrote, "Nothing wrong with a quick shave when time is short." Yeah, thanks very much for that, Patrick. This was in regards to the review I did on the Rockwell shave cream. It's brushless. You just wipe it onto your face, grab your razor, and then have a nice quick shave. And great for having to do a shave in a pinch if you're really pressed for time. And I have to admit, the Rockwell shaving cream is a very good product. Very good. Gave me a really nice shave. It's in the same ballpark as the Cremos and other super slicks that are out there that are brushless. And those are great if you really need a quick shave. So thanks very much for that, Patrick. Thanks for confirming that, hey, if you got to do a quick shave, this is always a good option to have. Steve M. wrote, I'm rarely in the boat of a quick shave, but I enjoy and keep a tube of Cremo around for such cases. Have a great day, Mark. Yeah, Steve, again, thank you. I think a lot of us do that. And if we're not using Cremo for the primary shave, we're certainly using it, I would think, at least I certainly use it as a pre-shave. And I think it makes a good pre-shave. And now that I'm bow lathering more, you just paint it right over there and it's just fantastic. So you have the Cremo as a nice pre-shave, and then you can put your favorite lather on top of that. Makes for a great shave. James Sefton wrote, I call it a lightning shave. Have a great day and keep out of the snow. Yeah, well, we did have a little bit of snow, some wet, heavy snow. And I, when I was dog sitting, we did get some snowfall. So I was toweling off some really, really snowy dogs as they came inside. But again, real pleasure. Dog sitting with Cinder and Rue. Had a great weekend with them. Thanks very much for that, coining that phrase, lightning shave, James. Really do appreciate that. Charles Price wrote, best for a quick shave is Trader Joe Mango Honey. Love the scent and it performs better than Cremo in my humble opinion. Yeah, love the Trader Joe's Mango Honey. We've talked about it before. I've used it as a pre-shave. I've used it as a standalone shave. I like it a lot. It's really very inexpensive at a really, really good price point. If you have a local Trader Joe's in your neck of the woods, check it out. It really is a very, very good product. Charles, thanks for the reminder on that. Now here's Donder Jaeger. That's the screen name here. Donderjager. I think it's pronounced Donder Jaeger. Donder Jaeger. He wrote, Russel is the Dutch word for lard. And he said, Russel, greasy, slick pig fat that men of old used to shave themselves with. And you know what? I went up to Google Translate and I looked at it and I typed in Russel. It found that it was Dutch. It translated it to English, and the output was lard. So I guess the name is I guess they were trying to find a very, very slick sounding brand name, and Russel is very, very fitting. So thanks very much for that, Donder Jaeger. Really, really do appreciate that. Alex Lopez checked in regarding the Kai blade discussion and said, I still haven't got through the entire 3MB, but I wanted to comment on the gentleman who said Kai blades are garbage. I love these blades and use them often. Never had a bad shave using them. They are rated as sharp as feather blades, but I find them to be way smoother. Everybody's gonna have a different experience with razor blades. For me, feather blades just never worked out. I found them to be very rough and I never got a good shave, so I don't use them anymore. And I found the same to be true with the Phoenix Artisan blades. Every time I used a PAA blade, it felt extremely rough and irritating. After a few strokes, I would take it out, pop in a different blade, and right away I would feel a difference in the shave. So needless to say, I got rid of all my feather blades and PAA blades. They just don't work for me. Again, everybody's face is different, and everybody's going to have a different experience using razor blades. You know what? Thanks very much for this, Alex. Really do appreciate the comments on this. Exactly. It is your mileage may vary. Also, I have found that some razor blades work better in some razors than other razors. Have you found that as well? If you found that to be true, folks, comment below and let us know. There are some razors that pair up with a razor blade that just fantastic, and you put in another razor blade in the same razor and it just doesn't seem to work out. But you take that blade out and you put it in a different razor and it just sings. Now, I think there are some exceptions. For instance, I think the copper Ascension razor from Phoenix Shaving, it seems that, I think it was Jimmy V who said this, which is why I'm kind of parroting it here. Any blade I put in that razor, it has been a great, great shave. And Jimmy V said this originally, and again, I'm kind of reiterating what he has said. Any blade in that copper Ascension just seems to work wonderfully well. So again, it is a your mileage may vary kind of thing, but that's what makes a traditional wet shave such a great way to shave. You can you can experiment, mix and match different razors, different blades, that sort of thing, and find the right combination that is for you. That's why I always say it's the greatest time right now to be doing the traditional wet shave. You'll find a razor, a blade, a brush, a shave soap, a shave cream, an aftershave, etc., that fits your face type, your beard type, and your wallet. And along the way, you can experiment, mix and match, and find that combination that works just perfectly for you. That's why the traditional wet shave is so great. And that wraps up another refill segment for this week. Thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Hey, before we go any further, and since we were talking about dogs earlier in the show, Cinder and Rue, James Sefton coincidentally sent along an updated photo of his grandkid's dog, Boaz. And I believe they call him Bobo. I think that's what the family says his nickname is now, Bobo. Anyhow, James wrote, "Here's another photo of Boaz. He all but talks. Feel free to use it for the 3MB. My grandkids get a kick out of seeing him on the show." Well, what a great looking dog. He's getting bigger, and it's an absolutely fantastic photo. And again, just a really terrific looking dog. James, thanks very much for sending along the photo of Bobo. I mean, it looks great. And again, it coincidentally kind of works into the mini dog theme that we have going on this morning. So folks, if you have a picture of your favorite pet dog or cat, especially if they're in your shaving den, watching you shave like Rue was for me, hey, send along the video or the photo. We will be more than happy to show it on the Monday morning mailbag. Hey, James, thanks very much for sharing this latest photo of Boaz. Really do appreciate it. Okay, it's time to check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, maybe you saw this last Saturday, there was a review I posted regarding something brand new from Rockwell razors. Here it is, the T2 adjustable razor in stainless steel. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? This razor is just absolutely wonderful. It is a stainless steel razor. The material finish and build quality gives it a really rugged look and feel. I like the somewhat sandblasted, stonewashed, natural finish to it. Again, it's rugged, it's masculine. It has a somewhat industrial yet very elegant look to it, very upscale. And that's because of the stainless steel construction of it. The look and build quality immediately state that this is a lifetime razor. Absolutely no doubt. It's very well made. The knurling on the handle also is a little more pronounced and I would say offers a little more grip than, say, the original T2. They're very similar. They're like identical, but I just think it's the stainless steel material that makes that grip a little more pronounced. And I think in some ways, the shave on the stainless steel version is also a little bit smoother. Really fantastic shave. Now, it does have a little bit of additional heft over the original T2, but not much. But really, I like the additional heft. And the doors on this seem to be a little more solid, a little more rugged. For some reason, I get that impression. Just really a well-made razor. Everything on it is so very solid and smooth and just really well thought out and really well made. It has a nice, firm, durable feel. Again, the adjustment knob is very smooth yet very solid. It's very firm and very sure. The same can be said for the knob that opens and closes the doors. Again, I like the fact that when you open up the doors and you load a blade and you close these doors, then you twist all the way home another two and a half, 3 turns, something like that, and everything locks in place so that the blade is locked in place. There's no rattle, there's no chatter, nothing's going to loosen up, and the end tabs of the razor blade are enclosed in the razor head. Like that a lot. My first shave with this razor was absolutely wonderful. I started about 3.5 and I kept it on the mild side and I got a beautiful BBS finish. Now, before cameras rolled, I went ahead and used this razor again. And I started at about 3 1/4 on my first pass. My second pass, I turned it up to 4. My third pass, I turned it down to about 2 3/4. And I got a beautiful, beautiful BBS shave. However, turning it up to 4 really gave me some feedback from the alum block. I had some zinging there, maybe even a sting here and there. Well, maybe more pronounced zing. Let's put it that way. But it tells me that this razor is incredibly efficient, and the aggression will definitely go up as you dial it up, but it's not harsh. It is a really, really very, very smooth. So if you get this razor, just know that to turn it up incrementally to find the perfect level for your shave, because the aggression really gets up there, but you won't feel it as aggressive as, say, like an R41. This is really a smooth performer. Again, the aggression is there, but it's not harsh. Really, really terrific. I like this a lot. And the 3 blades that I've used with this razor so far have been really, really wonderful. I used, for the first shave, I used their Rockwell razor blade. This was just paired up wonderfully with this razor. Has a nice edge to it, and it just delivered a great, great shave. I would say at 3 3 1/2. Really, really terrific. Again, I prefer to keep the razor on the mild end, but you know what? I want to dial it up. I got it as high as 4, and I think that's going to be the limit for me. But yeah, the Rockwell razor blade was very, very good. I also used a feather blade in there. Yeah, the feather blade was really, really good in this razor. And again, I kept it on the mild side, and just got a fantastic, fantastic shave. These shaves have been BBS. Really, really fantastic. And before cameras rolled, I used a Persona blade. These are the Lab Blues, I believe, in the white wrapper. These came courtesy of viewer Jimmy V. Boy, this really delivered a nice, nice shave. And again, taking it up to 4, really, I mean, it really gave me a close shave. But again, no harshness there. Nothing to say, oh, hey, that's a little too aggressive. The efficiency increases, but boy, the smoothness is still there. Really, really something. I really, really enjoyed using this razor. It's definitely a favorite. And again, the original T2 that I have in the white chrome is very, very good. But in some respects, I think the stainless steel version is smoother. I really do. It just, there's something there. It might be the stainless steel construction, might be that little bit of added heft. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that the stainless steel version is a little smoother than the white chrome version. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I enjoy using both razors. They're both very, very good, and the construction and the design seem to be identical. It's just that the stainless steel construction here really takes this razor to another level altogether. Again, you look at this, it's a lifetime razor. Now, along with the razor, the folks at Rockwell sent their barbershop shaving cream. They sent their pre-shave and their barbershop scented aftershave balm. And I used all of these. I also used it before cameras rolled. And it just delivers a wonderful, wonderful shave. This shaving cream is quickly becoming a favorite. It lathers up so wonderfully well. And I love this barbershop scent. Additionally, the pre-shave is marvelous. It stays with you for the duration of the shave. At least it does for me for 3 passes. A lot of rinsing there towards the end to get off the slickness of the cream and the pre-shave oil. Just delivers a terrific, terrific shave. And of course, the aftershave balm, really, really good. Some great skin food ingredients in this. Nicely absorbs into the skin, quickly absorbs into the skin. And again, love this barbershop scent. Really, really terrific. Now, the folks at Rockwell also sent along a shaving brush. This is their Rockwell synthetic shaving brush with a 22 millimeter brush knot. I happen to use and review this shaving brush already. Mine came courtesy of viewer Fernie Beck. Not only did he send the Rockwell shaving brush, but he also sent along a Parker leather case so that I could take it and travel with it. And you can see it fits in there very, very nicely. But yeah, the folks at Rockwell did send along a shaving brush. Again, I've used it already. I've reviewed it. It just did a wonderful job. Just know that this shaving brush, even though it's a 22 millimeter knot, is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful shaving brush that whips up a terrific, terrific lather. So it just really went along well with all the other shaving gear, the shaving cream, the razor, the aftershave balm. It just made for a great, great shave, and it worked really, really well in the shaving bowl that I used this morning. So the Rockwell synthetic shaving brush, 22 millimeter, also available on their website. So there you have it, the Rockwell T2 adjustable razor in stainless steel. Very well made, great look, rugged, masculine. It has an industrial yet elegant look to it. Just takes the T2 to a whole new level. Really, really enjoyed the shave. I hope you enjoyed watching the review. If you haven't seen the review, it ran this past Saturday, and I did a deep dive not only on the razor, but also the other items that Rockwell sent. So yeah, really, really enjoyed this razor a great deal. I'm going to have more shaves with it down the road. So it's terrific. So if you have the Rockwell T2 in the white chrome or any of the other plated versions, you're absolutely going to love the stainless steel version. I certainly do. And I love both of these razors, and they're just terrific razors. They're both lifetime razors. But again, the stainless steel version, wow, this was absolutely fantastic. Really, really love this razor. So my thanks again to all the folks at Rockwell. I'll have links below where you can get additional information. This launches tomorrow on their website, January 31st, 2023. Check it out. I'll have a link to where you can get more information, and they will be sending out email alerts, so get on their email list, that sort of thing. Rockwell T2 adjustable razor in stainless steel. Well, we mentioned it last week. I ordered one and it finally arrived. Here it is from Phoenix Shaving, their brand new shaving brush, the Astraeus, right here. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Fantastic. The Astraeus is a 22 millimeter shaving brush featuring a new Micro Super Future Hybrid Synthetic Knot Retro Shave Tech. Yeah, this is based on, or it's an homage to the vintage 1960s Made Right Lucite 116. Absolutely beautiful. Now, this is a clear acrylic handle, but my gosh, it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at how that knot sits in the handle, and you can get a look at how it's seated in there. This knot is beautifully soft. A 22 millimeter brush, you swear you're using a 24 or 26 millimeter knot. This packs a lot of punch. It really whips up a great lather, and it is super, super soft. It has just enough backbone, but not overly so, and it's not under backboned, so to speak. It really is terrific. Let me give you the specs on it. The complete length is 4.5 inches or 114 millimeters. The width at its widest point is 41 millimeters. The width at its shortest point is 26.5 millimeters. It weighs in at 74 grams. The knot is 22 millimeters. The loft is 55 millimeters. The handle material is acrylic, and of course it's BPA free. What is this word here? Phthalate free, PVC free, and lead free. I hope I pronounced that correctly. But this is absolutely a wonderful, wonderful brush. I've had a chance to use it a few times, and it's just fantastic. I love the size, and I love the handle shape. The flats on the handle just allows for a wonderful, wonderful feel and grip in the hand. It's absolutely spectacular. Even though it's smooth, now that I'm thinking about it, even though it's smooth, you get a great grip of it. There's something about the way the base is formed to the handle that allows your finger just to kind of fall into that little crook there where the base meets the body of the handle, and you just get a really, really nice grip. It seems to be the perfect size. It really is, and this 22 millimeter knot is wonderful, and I think that 55 millimeter loft really sells it. That really provides that added density that you're looking for in a shaving brush, which is why when I use it, I thought maybe it's a 24 millimeter. 26 millimeter might be a bit of a reach, but you understand what I'm saying. It just has a really, really full knot feel. Like it a lot. And check out the logo on the bottom here. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's just fantastic. Everything they do at Phoenix Shaving is just raising the bar. Just fantastic. And again, the box that it comes in is fantastic. And just everything about it is just fantastic. I like the packaging for this brush. It really has a very, very unique look to it. And again, makes a great gift for the wet shaver in your life or for yourself. And again, at a really, really nice price point. So check it out, the Astraeus 22 millimeter shaving brush featuring the new Micro Super Future Hybrid Synth Knot in acrylic. That is just, a clear acrylic is just gorgeous. When you open this up and look at it, firsthand, you're absolutely going to like it. It is so striking. You're going to love it. It's just, I know I did. When I first looked at it, it just really was so striking and grabbed my attention right away. So there it is from Phoenix Shaving, the Astraeus 22 millimeter shaving brush. I'll have links below where you can get your own. Check it out. I think these are going to go fast. So check it out before too long because, yeah, I think a lot of people are going to buy these. All right, that's the Astraeus 22 millimeter shaving brush. Okay, another item that we talked about in a previous Monday morning mailbag arrived on my doorstep the other day. Here it is, all the way from Hungary. Barbon shave cream and aftershave. I've had a chance to use both of these. They're wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. Here's a look at the tube right here, the tube of the shave cream right there. And I got a heads up on this from viewer Oren Eleazar from Israel. And he wrote, in Hungary, there is a shaving cream named Barbon. Excellent. You must try it. I have tried it. It's absolutely wonderful. Now, here is the aftershave. The aftershave does come in a plastic bottle, and it was taped shut. So that's why there's a little bit of a little bit missing from the label there because that's where the tape ripped it off. But it does have a very, very pleasant scent. The secret ingredient here, so to speak, is chlorophyll. And you know what? When I first looked at this and tried the Barbon, it reminded me of Palmolive. Now, it's not identical. The scent is not identical to Palmolive. It's kind of in that ballpark and reminded me of Palmolive. But it is a really, really neat scent. And it made a wonderful lather. And the lather was very, very slick. I'm impressed by this. Really, really very impressed. Now, the packaging is in Hungarian. Okay, you can see... You can see right there it's Hungarian. However, on my phone, I have Google Translate, which will allow me to translate the packaging. So here's how Google Translate works. You can see how it's going to look at that. See, see how it turns it to English. Isn't that neat? Isn't that absolutely neat? So let me read to you what it says here from the Hungarian into the English. And it says, Barbon foaming shave cream with chlorophyll content. It has a disinfecting effect and stops bleeding. Shaving is also effective using Barbon aftershave lotion. How about that? And isn't that Google Translate really neat? That's fantastic. I love that app on my phone. Now, here again on the back of the aftershave box is the... in Hungarian, again, is what they have there about the information they have on the Barbon shave cream. And we're going to hold that up again to that again and see if we can show you how there it is, how it's changed it from Hungarian into English. And it says right here, after shaving, apply a little Barbon aftershave to the rinsed and wiped skin. It tightens the pores, slightly disinfects, and reduces the possibility of inflammation. Its special composition soothes the skin strained during shaving. How about that? Yeah, and it also says it's flammable, so be careful, that sort of thing. It says, attention, flammable, liquid and gas. Keep away from children. Be careful not to get the product in your eyes. So again, Google Translate to the rescue to read the packaging label on the Barbon Hungarian shave cream packaging. So if you have a smartphone, you have an Android phone, I'm not sure if it works on iPhone, probably will, get Google Translate and download that, and that's how that works. You can just punch up the camera in Google Translate and hold it up in front of foreign words. It'll detect the language and it'll translate to your native tongue. Really, really neat. But again, the Barbon shave cream and aftershave are wonderful. I really, really enjoyed using these. So my thanks to Oren Eleazar for the heads up on this. Folks, I got it on eBay. I'll provide the link again to the seller that I got it from. And it came all the way from Hungary. Yeah, no kidding. So there it is, Barbon Hungarian shaving cream and aftershave. Now, the folks at Pearl Shaving sent along a few items to the channel for review. My thanks to them for allowing me to share these items with you. Let's kick it off with a safety razor that they sent along. It's an absolutely gorgeous safety razor. This is their Pearl Classic Safety Razor. It is the SHD-24 Antique Brass Safety Razor. The box is it's a sleeved box right here. Let me show you what it comes with. It comes with this shaving guide right here. This shaving guide was attached to the outside of the box and it was wrapped in cellophane. I've already removed the cellophane, but this is the same shaving guide or a similar shaving guide that came with the Pearl Flexi and also the Pearl Blaze, which I have reviewed on the channel. Really, really terrific razors. So there is some helpful information in there if you're a beginner starting the traditional wet shave, want to know how to use the razor, that sort of thing. Here it is. It is a sleeve box. It's a nice presentation. It would make a very, very nice gift. And as you can see right there, the gorgeous razor in there. It comes with a polishing cloth right here. Also comes with 10 razor blades, a pack of 10 razor blades. These are the gentleman razor blades. Like these a lot. Use these in the Pearl Blaze and also the Pearl Flexi. Delivered a really, really nice shave. So these are really, really terrific razor blades. Here is the razor right here. Isn't that beautiful? Let's get that out. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Check out that handle. The flats on that handle provide an absolutely wonderful grip. I have not used this razor yet. I have loaded a razor blade in it, and the end tabs are enclosed in the razor head. Really very, very nice configuration and design to the razor head. Looks like it's an Edwin Jagger kind of razor head. And as they write here on their product page, Pearl Shaving Double-Edged Safety Razor, SHD-24 Closed Comb Antique Brass. It goes on to say here, perfect razor for men, double-edged safety razor, long 4-inch handle, best grip, regular users and beginners, excellent balance, made of brass metal. The heavyweight metal safety razor with a perfect traditional look and design. Perfect blade angle and exposure for a smooth, silken shave. Yeah, it really is terrific. And they say it's good for beginners. Terrific balance. It says here, material, handle made of brass metal with perfect traditional look and design. And it says here, the product details: color, gold black, height 10.5 centimeters, weight 90 grams, head is a closed comb, special zinc alloy. So it looks like the head is a plated zinc alloy to make it look like antique brass, but the handle is a solid brass handle. At least that's what I'm learning here from the product page. It is made in India, and again, it comes with a microfiber polishing cloth and 10 premium razor blades, the gentleman razor blades. Really a terrific looking razor. I'm looking forward to shaving with this and reviewing it. And it looks like the alignment and the blade, the alignment of the cap and the base plate are very, very good. I've already had a blade in there. The balance and alignment look very, very good. The way the cap and base plate match up seem to be very, very good. It looks like it's going to provide nice seating and alignment of the razor blade. And again, the end tabs of the razor blade are enclosed. You can barely feel the end tabs there. So for all practical purposes, the end tabs are enclosed. But that handle is absolutely gorgeous. I will link to their product page at Pearl Shaving where you can see this razor. There's a similar one on Amazon. It's not the same handle from what I can see. This is the handle you want. Those flats on the handle are just absolutely gorgeous. And again, it looks like it's a zinc alloy plated razor head, but really just a terrific, terrific looking razor. And yeah, really looking forward to shaving with this. So my thanks to the folks at Pearl Shaving for sending along this antique brass safety razor. It looks absolutely wonderful. Now, they also sent along 2 shaving brushes. Let me show those to you right here. Here is the Pearl Shaving Brush with cruelty-free imitation badger bristles, ivory resin handle. Classic luxury and elegant shaving brush, 24 millimeter knot size. Absolutely beautiful. Love the size of this handle. A shorter, squat kind of handle, but a taller shaving knot, so to speak. Really very, very neat. Got some nice backbone to it, not overly so. Nice soft feel to it. Looking forward to using this and reviewing it. I'll probably use this brush along with the antique brass safety razor. I like the color scheme of both of those. They kind of go together very, very nicely. Yeah, like the feel of the handle in the hand and the fact that it's a longer knot in relation to the handle. Looks like it's going to give a different kind of feel when whipping up a lather. Really looking forward to using this one. So this one is available on Amazon. I will link to the Amazon page where you can get this particular shaving brush. Also, another one that they sent along was this one here. Let me bring up the product page on this one. This is a Pearl imitation badger shaving brush with a colored resin handle. Of course, it's stars and stripes right here, which is a really nice motif. Classic luxury and elegant shaving brush, 25 millimeter knot size. Yeah, and they call this the American brush, I believe, from what I can see on the product page. So this is also at a nice price point. This one is $16.99, and the one I just showed you looks to be $14.99. So they're both really, really terrific looking brushes. And again, this American flag brush has maybe a little more backbone than the first brush I showed you, but just a terrific, terrific looking brush. Nice looking knot, nice and soft. Nice backbone. Looking forward to trying out both of these and talking about them. I'll link to both of these on Amazon, and I'll also link to the Pearl website where you can get more information on their antique brass safety razor. Again, it's similar to the one on Amazon, but it's not identical. You'll want to look at this one right here on their product page from Pearl Shaving because of the unique design of the handle. The one on Amazon is not this handle. It's a different handle. If I can find this handle on Amazon, I'll link to it, but just know that I'll be linking to the Pearl website that has this handle. So there you are. So there you have it. The Pearl antique brass safety razor and 2 really, really terrific synthetic shaving brushes that I look forward to using down the road and reviewing. So my thanks to the folks at Pearl Shaving for sending along these items. We're going to be reviewing them and talking about them, and I am looking forward to an exceptional shave from this particular razor here because the Pearl Flexi gave me a great, great shave, and the Pearl Blaze razor, I really, really love that razor. That is a terrific, terrific razor, and I'm getting some great shaves with that, and I am expecting similar great shaves from this antique brass razor. And again, just so one last look at that handle. That handle is so unique and different. I mean, it's just absolutely wonderful. I just love the way those flats are on there. It really has a great design, a great look, great ornamental look, but it also appears to be very, very functional. So again, my thanks to the folks at Pearl Shaving for the razor and the shaving brushes. Thanks very much, folks. We'll have the links below. Well, keeping with the Pearl brand, we received this from viewer Andrew Hill. And he wrote, I just purchased the Pearl K2 off Amazon, 32% off, only $23. I gotta say, outstanding razor, especially being so reasonable. It's become a daily driver for me. I very much recommend it to anyone looking for a new razor. Keep up the great work you do on Monday Morning Mailbag. Well, again, I'll have a link to this one, and hopefully that price will still be in place on Amazon. 32% off, $23. Really, really nice. This is the Pearl K2 dual-handle, double-edged safety razor made with brass metal handles. Yeah, so you get two handles, a long and a short, for that razor head, and you also get the 10 premium stainless steel blades. So I will definitely link that below. Some great shaving products, razors, brushes, shaving gear coming from the folks at Pearl Shaving. Andrew, thanks very much for passing that along. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Tim Whitcup checked in, and he passed along word that Bevel has a disposable safety razor. Now, they call it the Bevel Essential Disposable Starter Kit. It's a safety razor, double-edged safety razor, but it's disposable. And as they write here on their product page, the Bevel Essential Disposable Safety Razor Starter Kit is a simple and convenient shave system designed to help prevent nicks, tugs, and bumps. Our disposable razor, made with 45% wheat straw plastic alternative, is preloaded with our stainless steel bevel double-edged blades and is ready to go out of the pack. This kit includes our non-foaming clear shave gel that provides lubrication and glide, and our bump control aftershave for a smooth skin finish. So I will link this below, where you can find this starter kit from the Bevel Shave site, the Bevel website themselves, where you can get some more information on it. But kind of unique. It's a disposable double-edge safety razor. And of course, they give you the shaving cream and the aftershave, that sort of thing. And it looks like if you buy it one time, it's less than $30, $29.95. If you have it auto shipped every month, it's $28.45. So thanks to Tim Whitcup for passing that along. That is really something. I've seen some disposable razors, but I've never seen a double-edge disposable razor. That's a first. So that's from the folks at Bevel. My thanks to Tim Whitcup for passing that along. Thanks again, Tim. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Beth Jones checked in, and she wrote, I really like Cremo. They have introduced several fragrances for lady wet shavers, and I really like using it. Can't beat the slickness. Yeah, we were talking about some of the super slicks, getting a quick shave earlier in the show in the refill segment, but I wanted to include this comment in New Wet Shave Gear because Cremo has a lot of new fragrances out there that they have introduced for the wet shave. Super slick, give you a really nice result. One of the newer fragrances that I've used that I like a lot is their Heritage formula number 508. Boy, this is terrific. This is their spiced amber. I love this scent. If you're looking for something that is really nice and different, oh yeah, check this one out. This one is terrific. I like it a lot. It has a kind of a fall apple kind of a scent. You know, it really is, it really strikes me that way. It really is terrific. Oh yeah, I like this one a lot. Yeah, and again, you can use it for your primary shave. You could use it as a pre-shave if you're a cartridge razor shaver. These are very good. They'll give you a really good result. And in a pinch, really great to use because you can just kind of slather on, get your favorite safety razor, and get a really nice, close, comfortable shave if you're pressed for time. So, hey, Beth, thanks very much for pointing out Cremo's new fragrances and scents. And they have a lot up there, and they've got a full line of shaving products. So I'll link to their website so you can check it out. And again, Beth, thanks very much for passing along the heads up on Cremo. I think a lot of viewers out there like it as a pre-shave and also as a primary shave when they are pressed for time. So thanks again, Beth. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another New Wet Shaving Gear segment for this week. Thanks very much to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. Okay, this morning I got a couple of comments from a couple of viewers regarding the Phoenix Shaving Ascension stainless steel double open comb twist adjustable safety razor. And the first comment comes from James Sefton, who writes, "Hey Mark, I told you I would keep you posted on my new razor Ascension. I am really happy with it. I was kind of expecting something like my R41, but it is extremely smooth and I am surprised at how easy it is to use. My new favorite. I'm thinking about getting the Metaphor razor and see how it compares. Do you have a Metaphor by any chance? Thanks and have a great day." Yeah, James, I do have the Metaphor razor from Phoenix Shaving. I absolutely love this razor. I love the slim profile of the razor head. I love the fact that it's got a nice scalloped cap there. It's completely stainless steel. It also has the removable flare tip, which is great. I like that. I use a blue tip on it to remind me that it is a milder razor, yet very, very efficient. I love this razor. I think, again, it's based on a classic razor design of yesteryear. Go to the product page. I'll link this one. Go to the product page and read up on it because, again, Douglas Smythe really does his research when it comes to bringing back these great shaving gear items from yesteryear. And this is another one that was inspired by a famous razor. I want to say it's based on a French razor. I think, you know what? I didn't check the page before I started the camera here, so I'll link to it. Get up there and check it yourself and read all about it because that's the other thing I really like about Phoenix Shaving. When you go to their product pages, you learn something new about the traditional wet shave and its history. That's what I really, really like about Phoenix Shaving. And again, kudos to Doug and Fran and Huxley and everyone at Phoenix Shaving for bringing the past to the future, to the present day, using 21st century manufacturing techniques and technology. Yeah, the Metaphor is a terrific, terrific razor, as is the Ascension stainless steel razor. Absolutely love the twist adjustable razor. I love the twist adjustability. And of course, this has the removable bomb tip on it, just like the Metaphor I showed you with the flare tip. This has a removable bomb tip. And the Ascension Select has a removable flare tip like the Metaphor here. Yeah, really neat kind of razor. James Daigle also checked in regarding the Phoenix Shaving Ascension stainless steel razor, and he wrote, "I have been thoroughly enjoying my new Ascension 316L. Like you, I instantly loved it. As you know, it shaves as good as it looks. Loaded with an Astra Superior stainless, about an 8-cent blade, mind you. I've been getting exceptional BBS shaves with just the tiniest occasional nick. 99% flawless, really. I'd also like to thank you for explaining the differences between the Ascension razors. It was very good of you to do that. I think it was really needed. I know I had to look a bit harder than normal on PAA site to find the 100% stainless model. So glad I did. Great stuff as always. Take care and have an excellent day, James Daigle." James, I'm so glad you found this the razor. I find that if you go to the main menu and just click on Phoenix Shaving safety razors, all their razors come up, and this one will be listed amongst all the others, as well as the Ascension Select and the Copper Ascension. They're terrific, and I'm glad the explanation of those three helped you. And I'm glad you found the stainless steel version. It is terrific. The Ascension Select is a very, very good razor also. And it comes at a good price point, about $50. So if you want to try an Ascension razor, the Select is a very, very good choice. Stainless steel handle with a zinc-plated, zinc alloy razor head. The razor head is zinc alloy and it's plated, is what I mean to say. But it's a very, very good razor, and it comes in at a very good price point, just under $50. So, yeah, I bought that one first, the Select. And based on that, then I got the copper and I got the stainless steel. They are terrific, terrific razors. Absolutely, no doubt. So, gentlemen, thanks very much for confirming how wonderful these razors are. Folks, I'll have a link to these razors below, as well as the Metaphor. And again, check out the product pages. It's Really wonderful to read the history of the traditional wet shave through Phoenix Shaving's products that they offer. Really, really is terrific. Very, very instructive, very entertaining, very informative. Another reason why I really like the Phoenix Shaving, the website and their shaving gear. You learn a little bit more about the traditional wet shave. So thanks again, gentlemen. So glad you're enjoying the Ascension razor. I'll link both the Ascension stainless steel razor as well as the Metaphor, both from Phoenix Shaving. Thanks again, gentlemen. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Robert Fagan sent in this update on his Tatara razor. And he wrote, "Hi, Mark. My apologies for not getting the update sent to you sooner in regards to the Tatara Nodachi razor. In the first update, I said you could be done in one pass with a touch-up. I should have been more clear on this. Although it is possible, it's clearly your mileage may vary. It also depends on beard type. It's more doable with a light beard. I tried using a feather blade and it was definitely a more aggressive and harsher shave, and I did end up with a few nicks which I put down to a number of things. 1. It was a brand new blade, which as most wet shavers say, the first shave is usually a bit harsh. 2. Most likely user error. 3. I'm used to using the Rockwell T2, so technique needs to be adjusted, which could also fall into category 2. The second use with the feather blade was a lot more comfortable, although I did have nicks again, but they were from the previous shave. I should mention that they closed up quite easily with the alum block, and surprisingly, there was little to no stinging on both shaves. I waited 2 days between shaves, both with the Tatara and feather blade. In terms of soaps, I've used PAA Planet Java Hive, Hoffman's Red Hollow, and Ariana and Evans Peach and Cognac. All provided great protection and slickness. Pre-shave was the PAA Cube mentholated. According to Tatara's website, here's the measurement. Blade gap is 0.90 millimeters, 0.90 millimeters. Blade exposure is 0.13 millimeters. The full length of the razor is 108 millimeters. Handle length is 105 millimeters. Weight is 113 grams. I should also mention that with the Kai blades, it's a bit harder getting the blade on and off. I think the blade opening is slightly smaller that goes onto the base plate, so you have to be very careful when removing the blade. This was not an issue with the feather blade. I've also attached some photos. Hopefully these photos are clear enough to make out the details. Kindest regards and best wishes, Robert Fagan. Robert, thanks very, very much for the update on the Tatara razor. Really do appreciate it. I think it's very helpful and instructive to other viewers who are considering this razor. Thanks again very much. Really, really do appreciate it. Well, viewer Mark Bagwell checked in again, and as you know, he is a big fan of W.M. Neumann shave cream, shave soap, aftershave, and balm. Absolutely loves it. He recommended it to me. I really, really enjoy using it. It makes a great, great lather. Really like the W.M. Neumann line of shaving products. Anyhow, his comment is titled Dumb and Dumber. And he writes, okay, just had a semi-bad experience with W.M. Neumann shave cream. I know, doesn't sound possible, does it? Well, I worked that cream and worked it and absolutely no lather. I even added another pumpful from the bottle and still no lather. I was frustrated. I used words my mother would have washed my mouth out with soap had she heard me. And still no lather. But then I realized I had been trying to lather the aftershave balm and not the shave cream. A quick rinse of my bowl and a couple quick pumps of shave cream, and I had mounds of beautiful, rich lather. So there is no blaming W.M. Neumann for this. It was all my fault. You would think by now I could tell the difference between a 4-ounce bottle of aftershave balm and an 8-ounce bottle of shave cream. Well, Mark, don't feel too bad because I've almost almost done the same thing. I have reached for the aftershave balm, getting ready to squirt it into my shaving bowl to make a lather, realizing, no, wait a minute, this is the aftershave balm and not the shaving cream. So sometimes it just happens that way. I think that's why some wet shavers have commented that they sometimes like to shave in the evening because they're more alert than they are in the morning. And I think this is a mistake that some might make in the morning. You're still a little groggy, you're still a little waking up. Even though you've had a great shower, you're still waking up and you might just reach for the balm rather than the shave cream. Because you know what? The labeling looks so similar. And the size can throw you off just a little bit. But very, very funny. And also reminds us that the WM Neumann shave cream really is terrific, terrific stuff. I will link them below. If you've not tried their shave cream, it really is wonderful. I have tried the 1911 and also the root beer fragrance. What is it called again? It's called their root beer float, I think. It is really terrific. Hang on. You know what? Let me get it for you. Hang on 1 minute. I'll be right back. Hang on. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. It's called Old Fashioned Soda. It does have a root beer scent. It really is terrific. Here, let me just open this up. I'm just going to get a little bit of it here. Oh, yeah. That's marvelous. Yeah. That is small town USA, soda fountain, ice cream shop, that kind of thing. Yeah, that really is a terrific, terrific scent. I only have it in the shave cream. I don't have the aftershave or the balm. However, I have found that the aftershave and the balm from 1911 really pairs up with it well. So, either one of these scents is just absolutely fantastic. The 1911 is wonderful. The old-fashioned soda, this goes quickly. I mean, this really sells out fast. So if you see it on their website, snap it up right away. And if you're lucky enough to get the aftershave and the balm, snap those up too. I keep going back periodically to see if it's back in stock. So if you come across it and see if it's in stock, give me a heads up too so I can get some of the aftershave and balm. But the old-fashioned soda and the 1911, two favorites from W.M. Neumann. Very funny story, Mark. I think it happens to the best of us. It's almost happened to me, and I'm pretty sure that down the road, it's going to happen to me because the labeling is so very, very similar. Really, thanks very much for the humorous anecdote, Mark. Really, really do appreciate it. That wraps up another Monday morning mailbag for this week. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shaving soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerady, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. We have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.